Good morning, guys. Hope you're all well. Well, it is Good Friday, so a nice Easter bank holiday. The sun is shining, it's lovely outside. First off, I just want to apologise. It's been a really long time since my last video, but not much has been happening with the horses. I'll give you a little bit of an update in a minute about Laura's veterinary investigations and what's happening there, and I've got a little bit of other news to give you as well. So I will start with Miss Lara. The last time I spoke to you, we were hoping to send her for scintigraphy to have a look and see if we could find out exactly what her problem was. I had a few issues with the insurance company who were quibbling with making the payments for the scintigraphy, so we weren't sure we were going to be able to have any other investigations done on her. So we have actually arranged for Lara to go back home to her mummy, to Jess, and this was all arranged whilst we were still talking to the insurance company about getting the payments made. They've actually come back now and agreed to have the scintigraphy done, but we have referred her to Jess's vets now, and Jess will carry on with the investigations and see if they can find out exactly what's wrong and hopefully get her some form of treatment so that she's happy and comfortable. Luckily, Jess has not long had, oh I say not long, 12 months ago had a baby, so she is basically looking to semi-retire Lou and just to hack her and have a bit of fun on her, which is perfect and exactly what Lara will be happy and comfortable doing. It's very sad from my end, for many reasons. I've got very attached to the old girl. She's fabulous and a wonderful horse, and has taught me so much in the 2 years we've been together, and taken me further than I ever thought A, I would get, or B, we would get together. So I can't really say anything bad about her at all. It's been a fantastic journey. I've enjoyed every second of it, and she's made it a pleasure. So I'm glad she's gonna go and have a nice, easy, happy life enjoying herself, but I'm also very sad that we can't go any further on our journey. But I will keep in touch with Jess, and I will keep you updated on what's happening with her, and how she's doing, and hopefully we'll have some pictures and things, so I will keep you updated on that front. Secondly, the more positive news is, well, if any of you follow me on my social media, on Instagram in particular, you will know that there is a new horse on the yard. His name is Rabbit. He's a 16-1 11-year-old KWPN gelding. He's actually 3/4 KWPN and 1/4 Hackney, which is a bit of an odd mix, but it works really well. I've had him now about 6 weeks, maybe 7 weeks. We haven't done a huge amount. When he came, he was very unfit. He'd spent a couple of years just doing a little bit of hacking and not much, so he was a bit fat, a bit hairy, and quite unfit. I'll insert a picture now, actually, of when I went to try him, so you can see what he looks like. So he actually looks massively different from that photo now, which you will see later. I will take you to meet him. He's a lovely boy. He's competed up to novice level. He's actually at 97 novice points, which means he is novice silver. His first owner did a lot of competitions with him. He scored quite well and placed quite well, and was doing very well. But then, as I said, he's had a couple of easy years, so we are very gradually getting him fitter, getting some of the weight off him, and just getting him back into normal work now. He is a complete character. He's hysterical to have around the place. He acts like absolutely everything is the scariest thing he's ever seen in his life, when he's not scared in the slightest. He really is. He's a joker. He likes to take the mick, something chronic, but doesn't mean any of it. It's taken me a little while to work that out. When he arrived, I just thought he was terrified of everything. And I thought I had a real nervous pony on my hands, but after getting to know him, no, he's not. He just likes to pretend he is, which is fine. Now I know that, we can deal with it and it's not a problem. I've had a couple of lessons on him which went really well. Leonie really likes him, which is always a bonus. We're hoping to do some light competing this year, possibly see if we can get a qualifications for the winter regionals, but obviously we've got to get to know each other first, and get everything a bit more pretty and polished, because it's not at the moment. He is a completely different horse to the sort of horse I'm used to. I'm used to the bigger, definitely bigger, steadier, easier to deal with types that you can tell what to do and they just get on with it. Rabbit has got a personality. Everybody keeps telling me it's because he's ginger, but I'm not sure on that. I think he's just because he's a very sensitive horse. He's very sensitive to the aids, he's very sensitive to the weight and seat, so I'm having to refine my riding quite a bit just to make sure he's going to the best of his ability, but I'm very confident that we can get to where we want to go. The plan is hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks is to get out and just do an unaffiliated competition with him, or even go and do a prelim BD competition with him, but just go HC, just so I can see what he's like in a warm-up situation, so we can see what he's like in a competition, because obviously it's been a few years since he's competed, so it would be good to get out and just do a little bit and just get to know him in a warm-up and see what I need to work on. I'm very slowly getting the hang of him at home. He is lovely. He's naturally uphill, he's short, he's compact, he is a real little powerhouse. So I'm very excited to have him now, and we will see how we progress along our journey. Now, so today is Good Friday. Last night was the first night the horses were out overnight. The daytime temperatures at the moment are absolutely lovely, around 22, 23 degrees we've been having, and the overnight temperatures have been pretty good as well. They haven't really been dropping below about 8 degrees. So I've taken the plunge and they went out last night, which has been lovely for me because I've had a little lie-in this morning because I haven't had to get up to turn them out and muck them out. So I'm just, I said I haven't long got up. I'm just having a coffee, and then I will go and get them in, as they'll come in during the day now it's the summer, and I can introduce you properly to Rabbit. This is a bit more of a catchy, uppy, rambly video rather than a vlog, because again there's not much going on today. It was just to let you know what was going, introduce you to Rabbit, and catch you up on everything that's happened in the meantime. There will be more vlogs coming because obviously, as I said, me and Rabbit will be getting out competing. I have got some footage of our last lesson which I will pop in later on in the video, just so you can have a look at what we're working on at the moment and how he moves and how we go together. But as I said, there will be more vlogs coming up because there will be competitions and things that we'll be going to. So I'll actually have something interesting to show you rather than me just sitting here like I am now, talking to you and telling you what's going on. So it's a bit of a video of two halves. There's some sad news, but also some positive news. And to be honest with you, I struggled for quite a while with the whole Lara thing, with her going back. I was extremely upset about it, and to be fair, I still will be very upset when she goes back. Will be horrendous, and I should imagine there'll be a lot of tears. But I know how much Jess loves her, and I know she'll be spoilt rotten and looked after, and at the end of the day she's not my horse, so I can't keep her forever as much as I'd like to. Unfortunately, we haven't got the land for me to have another retired horse, otherwise I would just keep her forever and just let her live out with the boys, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. So I will be down to 3 geldings again. My little mare stint has finished and I'm back onto the geldings. Although the one thing that Lara has taught me is I would never say no to a mare again. She has been so fabulous that I am now. Before Lara, I was very much a gelding person. I would have said to you, I don't want a mare, I don't like mares, I don't enjoy riding mares, I don't get on with mares. But now I would never say no to a horse just because it was a mare. She's just been fabulous. But anyway, enough of me yakking. I'm going to finish my coffee and then I will take you out to see Mr. Rabbit. Okay then guys, I'm in the tack room. Just going to get the stables ready. Please excuse, there's going to be some dodgy lighting because it's so sunny outside at the moment. But just open my stable doors up. There we go, that's a bit better. Stables are all ready. I get them all ready the night before. The only thing I don't do is put their breakfasts in because obviously we don't want to encourage any rats or anything like that. So I'm just going to get their breakfasts and put those in ready for them. And then I can do this. I'm going to have to do this one-handed. So I'm going to have to make 2 trips. So put Rabbit's breakfast in. You can see there in the stable already. Got his hay. There's his breakfast. It's a very large breakfast. I will at some point do a talk through on what I feed everybody. He is on the Pure Easy and he has to have, oh, completely dark now, wait for it. He has to have 2 scoops of that a day, but he's not massively keen. The feed he gets before he goes out, he doesn't really eat it because he's so excited about going out. He doesn't tend to bother. So I like to give him the majority of his feed when he's going to be in his stable for most of the day, and then he has a while to get through and eat it. So that's the stables ready. I'll go and get a treat and then we will go and get Rabbit in. Get Luna. Alright then, everybody. I'd like you to meet Mr. Rabbit. Hey, buddy. Yes, I know. This is Rabbit. Yes. He's a good boy. Rabs. He's a good lad. He's stuffing his face with his breakfast. Lara's over there dropping her breakfast all over the floor, as you can see. So everybody, this is Rabbit. He's going to go and eat his food now. There we go. And as I said to you earlier, he is an 11-year-old 16-1 KWPN gelding who has previously competed BD Novice with 97 points. So he knows the job. He probably knows the job better than I do, to be honest with you. So the idea is to get to know each other, have a play, and then we'll go and see what we can do and how we get on. Rabbit, what's going on? What's that? Hey, what's going on, mate? Oh, someone out your back window. As you see, he's very alert, very interested in everything, very nosy. And he's look at the dapples. He is going so dappley. It's absolutely lovely. I think he's going to look gorgeous once his full summer coat comes through. It hasn't just yet. His neck's got it, his bum's getting it, but the bit in the middle's still a bit fluffy. But as you can see, there's a big improvement to the last photo I showed you. Hi, mister. So we are getting there. I've got to get him a fly rug or something because he started rubbing his tail. So I'm going to get him a sweet itch rug. I don't think he's got a sweet itch of any way, shape or form, but I'm hoping it'll just stop him rubbing the top of his tail, because he has got the diddiest tail of any horse I've ever seen. The Lara's is like 2 handfuls. His is like not even half a handful. It's tiny, so I'm hoping it might thicken up a bit. It's definitely thicker at the top, so I'm wondering whether he's rubbing it, breaking the hairs, and they're just not having a chance to grow down. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, so that is Mr. Rabbit. Take head collar off, mate. Now you're in. Yeah, come take your head collar off then. Oh boy. Boop. There you go. So this is Mr. Rabbit, who you will be seeing a lot of in the future. Can't quite get him in frame, but here he is. He's a good boy. He's a big fuss pot. He loves fuss and attention and cuddles. Oh, look at that. Yours. So there we go. That's us about all caught up for today. He's watching the cat. He's all very new, isn't he? Yes. Yeah, so that's about us all caught up for today. You now know exactly what's going on and what's happening. So there will be a vlog coming up in the next week or two of our first competition, and we'll see how that goes. So that's it for now. If you'd all like to comment, like and subscribe, that would be great. And me and Rabbit will see you soon.